So we are at Holiday Inn Hotel in Bangkok, together with Mr. Clarence from IHG InterContinental Hotels Group, the Managing Director for Southeast Asia and Korea, Kun Tony and Kun Palm from Ratanakorn Asset, who very recently announced a cooperation for expansion of InterContinental branch in Thailand. So may I ask you, which are IHG plans for expansion in Thailand?
Right. Good morning. IHG has been very blessed to be operating in Thailand for a long while now. Today we operate with 24 hotels, and the portfolio is actually quite split between both the resorts portfolio as well as city hotels. And we have found that operating both segments and controlling Thailand with our customers has been a wonderful journey so far. So our plans will be to continue to manage these wonderful assets for our owners, both in the resorts portfolio as well as in the city hotels. And we'll continue to introduce new ideas and new brands. And today is another exciting day for us to form new partnerships to grow our presence and our brands in Thailand.
For us, IHG, which is the world leading hotel operator, is our ideal partner for our strategic expansion of hotel in Thailand. For this portfolio deal, we signed 8 properties. 4 is the resort hotel under Holiday Inn Resort brand, and 4 is the city hotel under Holiday Inn Express and Service brand. And both of the portfolio is from eastern seaboard of Thailand down to southern part of Thailand. And we have planned to be we have planned this strategy together, and we would like to expand IHG Hotel to the rest of Thailand in the recent year. Our plan is we plan to open these 8 hotels within 5 to 7 years, and then we are still gonna explore new destination in Thailand for IHG. And strategically, yes, we will be the key destination provider and developer and hotel owner for the best hotel operator like IHG. So this will be ideal cooperation.
So for this expansion, IHG and Ratanakorn Asset form a strategic partnership. So which are the main pillars for this partnership?
Obviously that the recipe of success for the hotel, you need to have the best location, best product, and best operator, and best brand, and best marketing and sales. I strongly believe that IHG is certainly have to have the most beloved brand like Holiday Inn family brand and InterContinental. Also, IHG is very strong in operation as a development, as a staff development, as a team. They have a strong team engagement, and also very well known for their powerful marketing and distribution and distribution system. Also, we as a developer, our strength is in we have the property, we have the location, and we are the developer, so we know how to do the product right to the standard. Together, the recipe for success is nothing more than we provide them with the key destination, the best location, the best product, and they provide us with their distribution system, their sales, their marketing, their brand powerful, and their human resource people who will operate and make sure that the hotel is become successful. So the main pillar for me is picking the right strategic partner, and we will be the one who provide the best product and the best location. That's the first pillar. Second pillar, we choose IHG to be our strategic partner to expand together for another over 20 years or more, because we strongly believe that IHG is a brand that have the best business sense and best commercial perception. Obviously, they aim for guest satisfaction, guest journey, guest experience, as much as making the return on investment. So if we're gonna trust to put almost 20 billion investment, I rather give it to the person who have the most business sense and who give me the best return. Third, IHG have very real presence for the rest of the world, especially in this region, which is Asia Pacific. So to partnership with them is a win-win recipe. And last but the most important, the brand that we pick for this portfolio, which is Holiday Express and Holiday Resort, are the most beloved brand by the family or traveler. And I would consider Holiday Inn to be a universal brand. You can put Holiday Inn in the city and make to be a nice city hotel for any traveler, any business traveler. It's also good for expat and corporate. You also can put Holiday Inn into the resort location, and it's the best resort and family friendly.
So which of the group's brands you consider as the most popular in Thailand?
Well, can I just add on to his earlier feedback? I think for us as an operator, I think all hotel companies would love to grow our brands. But what is very unique about this partnership with Ratanakorn Asset is that I think he's been very humble in his opinion about his assets. He's looked very hard at a lot of operators. He has really AAA sites. And for us, while sites is important, we also would like to follow the economic growth of the country and to continue to provide exciting destinations for our customers. And with this partnership that will bring assets, beautiful hotels into Eastern Seaboard predominantly, and into Khao Lak where we have absence and a major presence is required for the Holiday Inn brand. This allows us to fill gaps, key gaps, that we can grow our brands that our customers are looking for and telling us that this is where I want to go next. So with them, as a well-known proven developer with land sites, which is very, very rare these days, and a proven track record, this gives IHG a lot of comfort that we're growing with the right business partner. And the beauty of it, we're growing a new relationship that will grow for many, many years to come.
So among all the brands that InterContinental Group has, remind us again which one you have chosen for Thailand.
Okay, our Holiday Inn brand and the Holiday Inn brand family has been by far the most successful brand in Thailand. Mm-hmm. Right? Of the 6,800 rooms that I run over 24 hotels, 80% is in the Holiday Inn brand family, and covers both fantastic resorts in Phuket to newly opened hotels like Holiday Inn Varanava and Hua Hin, and now 4 to 6 great new Holiday Inn resorts and Holiday Inn Expresses with this partnership into places that are new to us, but we know that with the infrastructure that we have will continue to build on the success that we have so far. So the Holiday Inn brand family will be our choice.
And which are the markets and the segments that you are targeting in priority?
Okay, so I'll speak to the market first. We've been here and been monitoring the progress of Thailand. Last year we saw a record visitor arrivals of over 33 million people in Thailand. But what's the beauty is that the growth in tourism receipts is actually faster than the growth in tourism arrivals, which means whatever the government is doing, whatever TTG and TOT is doing, is that you guys are promoting the right customers into Thailand, and they're paying more, and they're attracting better quality customers. And with better quality customers, what they are looking for is experience when they are here. So with that, I think the Holiday Inn Resort segment fits perfectly into what customers are looking for when they come to Thailand. Second thing is, with the Eastern Economic Corridor, with the infrastructure development in Uttapao, development of a new airport and international airport, road, there are fantastic highways now, rail that's coming, and of course the seaport connection for both tourists and for the port, for the entreport. I think those bring exciting new business opportunities for everybody. New foreign direct investments that will come into the Eastern Corridor of Pattaya, Chonburi, Sriracha, and that's where they have some fantastic sites that we're announcing this week, and hopefully in the years to come announce more sites. And that will fit into a new brand that we launched last year with Origin, called Staybridge, which is a longer stay segment, capturing the people who are coming to visit foreigners or people who are working within the Eastern Corridor to ensure that there's continuity in terms of the quality of brand experience that IHG can provide in the Eastern Seaboard.
Please allow me to add more on the group brand that is more popular in Thailand. Well, obviously IHG is a world leading hotel operator, and they have very distinguished and wonderful 11 brand altogether right now. And obviously that the brand that most beloved by all traveler and most preferable by all traveler is the Holiday family, which is as a strategic partnership with IHG, we provide all the new emerging destinations. As Clarence have mentioned that ECC Eastern Thailand right now, we have the Eastern Economic Corridor, which is ECC for short, to expand the industrial estate and business in Thailand globally. So because of ECC support from government, all infrastructure will come to east of Thailand, including the airport, railway, road and ship. So basically every transportation will come to this area. Plus that they have a new legal policy for people who come to invest in ECC. They can own the property, they can own the land 100%, and they also can do a long lease contract. So all this will create a new destination of tourists and residential in ECC region, in Eastern Thailand region. And we provide with the base destination and new destination and new emerging market destination like Rayong, Pattaya, and Lan Island, and Jomtien. Those are destinations we provide for ECC, plus with the most beloved and most popular brand of IHG, which is Holiday Inn. Also, not only ECC that is destination. As you know that we have the tourists growing in Thailand. Bangkok right now is last year is the most city that have the tourists visiting, and this year also the second most tourists of the 2016 is become the city that tourists visiting the most. Last year it's become the second tourist visiting city, 36 million something. So you can see that as the tourist industry of Thailand is growing strongly, down south is a key destination for all the traveler all around the world. Therefore, we also provide the resort in Phuket, in Khao Lak, and also in Samui, which all of these are new destinations that IHG doesn't have the presence, and we're going to provide that to them. Also, for the market segment that IHG priority, obviously we're actually targeting all of the market segments to the traveler, and as a owner and developer, we want to ensure that we will provide the product that answer all the need and want and satisfies of the guests who come to the hotel, whether you are in which generation. You still can bring the family and come to enjoy the property that we have, because we want to serve all them as a family-oriented destination.
Yeah.
Would you like to add something on that?
Yeah, look, I think the partnership allows us definitely insights to new location. The Holiday Inn brand family does extensively serve a wide range of customers, both for family and for business. And we've seen some real life examples of how successful that can be in Rayong, where we opened a Holiday Inn Rayong last year. But as IHG, we want to cater to all segments, right? So you asked about segments earlier on. So predominantly, our bread and butter is a Holiday Inn brand family. We have been very lucky and fortunate with great resorts and great InterContinentals in Thailand, from Koh Samui here in Bangkok to Hua Hin. Really excited about InterContinental that's going to open soon in Phuket. And with the Ratanakorn Assets, we are constantly discussing about what's the best use for the land bank that they have, whether it's a Holiday Inn, Holiday Express, and I'm very sure that in the near future we'll also be launching a resort brand that is in the luxury and lifestyle segments with Ratanakorn Asset at the right time, at the right location.
Excellent. And one more question. There is a lot of discussion about the new generation of customers coming, the millennials, as they call them, who are technology savvy, let's say, and they have some different needs in terms of enjoying hospitality and holidays. So how are you planning to target this segment, these new customers that are coming to Thailand and to your hotels for sure?
Right. I think the millennial segment is definitely one that's up and coming, but it's also sometimes a segment that we choose to ignore at our own peril. So all brands across the IHG segment have been heavily investing, to your point, in technology, whether it's Wi-Fi, bandwidth, or things within the property to make sure that they can have a home of their own, to feel that they don't have to be cooped up in their room. There's space within the hotel for them to chill, to meet their friends, do social stuff. So the whole important thing about engaging the millennials is engaging them in their mindset, providing them an experience that they will like. And with the Holiday Inn brand family and the joy of travel, we try and capture them very, very young. To Tony's point, if you capture the family young, and when the young travelers, the kids, become young independent travelers, they will remember the brand. They will remember how we looked after them when they were young and how we continue to look after them as they go through their teenage years to adulthood. And our brand, that is launched in 1952, it has been evolving forever. One of the largest holiday inn brand. Holiday brand is one of the largest in the world, and we've evolved that. You've seen some of the products here today, and you will see that from Khun Pam, which we will give you some insights of what we're trying to bring for the Holiday Inn brand into the Ratanakorn assets. Khun Pam?
Yes. Hello, I'm Pam. I'm responsible for product design and development. Well, previously, when we talk about function, then everything comes all in the sense of technique and the how useful it is, But nowadays, the functions and the design comes together. So, in addition to the market targets and all the fulfillment of the demands for guests, expectation is that they both mentioned the destinations of EEC, business travelers, and also most of them also live their life as well, and that's lifestyle. And of course, that human beings expect something that they look and they feel pleasant. And when they feel pleasant, they do everything more efficient, and that's how design works. To put the process of design is that one particular strategy of Ratanakorn Asset to develop all the properties is that research. We are quite strong in research. The primary data and also the survey, the actual market survey, and we summarize it, and we see that this data we have also fit in the trends in the global market, and then we do localized so that everything fits to the demand of the guests. So it's not easy to try to incorporate the design and the function all together. But when it comes to technology, it's possible. As you can see that people normally, nowadays, we have all the gadgets and the phone, the smartphone. Besides the smartphones, and do you know what they're really scared of when to get from the smartphone is when the battery is down.
Okay.
Yes, and if we can provide like the place that is a great furniture, but then they do the function that add up the battery, they can have more like socialize and can do the work and contact the family, how it's going and anything as such. So the main strategy for the product development would be the incorporation of the design and the function and get the right personality and character to those, so that it all meets the customer expectation. Yes.
Well, since we talk about design,
Yeah.
sometimes we see in the international hotel chains
Yes.
that there is a universal, let's say, form.
Yes.
And the customers, they have the same feeling wherever they travel.
Yes.
That can be the positive angle. The
Yes.
negative can be that when they wake up, sometimes they cannot realize where they are,
Which city?
especially the frequent travelers and the
Yes.
business travelers. So, how are you going to integrate local atmosphere
Beautiful question.
in your brands?
Well,
Very good question.
before how do we integrate the local touch to the brand? Is that we cannot just come and draw beautiful things and get to the designer and the construction to do this, but we have to, as I mentioned earlier, the strategy is to do the research of that. Let's say in resorts destinations, they will have like more relaxed. They expect relaxation and also as comfortable, and they also want to know what goes around in there. Everywhere has its own culture. Through the research and data input, we definitely get the right information to do the development, and even the color tone, the temperature of the atmosphere, and the plants, the botanics around there, we can also incorporate, because and this can be put a very great impact. I would say the position is the lobby, because when imagine that when you travel to hotels, you travel by cars or by bus, what you're doing is that you're searching and exploring through the phone, but then when it comes to the place, it's like, oh, okay, we are here, and then the first step is lobby. And that we have to put the impact of all the locals in there, and then let's do the checking in, and then get some fresh drinks, go to the room. We can do we can input the local design in the room as well, and then they do preparing and take a like 5-10 minutes break before going out and walk around just to see how it goes in the local. And what we have to make is that we make sure that no such difference between what in the properties and the surroundings.
So I think you're absolutely right, Theodore. I think the brand is a promise. All brands are promises. And the promise is to ensure that you have a consistent experience. And that comes in two forms: a product experience and a guest service experience. And the guest service experience, to what my colleagues have said, and business partner has said, is that it is about the warmth, the feeling that you get. And that can be delivered in different cultures in different ways. And in Thailand, the why here is a very strong signal of welcome and friendship. And that is something that we're very proud of, and that's incorporated into the guest journey and the guest experience here in Thailand. And to your point, I travel almost every week. You wake up in the middle of the night not knowing which room number you're in, which city you're in. And that's when the product experience comes in. The product experience comes into sight, sound, scent, and taste. And these are things that elements that we'll continue to research and put in place. To your point about millennials, the millennials will also evolve. Their taste will also change. So research and data points are very important, and we collect them constantly through our guest research and feedback. Because one day the millennials will grow, and they will want something different. And if your brand is not nimble enough to adapt to the changing needs, then I think we are addressing the wrong concerns of the millennials today. The millennials are after experience, and that's the key thing. And we have to provide them the room for them to experience what they're looking for when they come. And for me, the Holiday Inn brand, freedom of travel, speaks to that.
Excellent.
Please allow me to add on about the design part that Khun Pham just mentioned. What is so important these days is just not how beautiful the hotel is, how luxury the hotel is, but it's all about how you bring the local touch and the heart and the spirit to the guests. So the idea is our company as a developer and also taking care of the construction and designs, we would like to make sure that our design team and our product meet with all the universal hotel brand standard internationally. But we also to make sure to have a local touch, a local heart, and local spirit. We would like to create a Holiday Inn Resort and Holiday Inn Express that have the story have the concept that bring the customer heart, journey and experience into Thai hospitality. Even though it's an international brand, we still have all the international standard required. But what we're gonna add more is the warm welcome, because as you know that Thailand is one of the most distinguished and inclusive hospitality and traditional. We are very strong in traditional and local and neighborhood and story. So we'll bring all that into our design to make sure that people, when they come, when they at the doorstep of the lobby, and when all the way they walk into their room, they have appreciate, experience and enjoy the experience of being in Thai culture and Thai traditional way of hospitality as much as the initial standard that they would expect from the brand. So what is so important is no matter what generation you are, what age you are, what segment of traveler you are, either corporate, expat, business traveler, online travel agent, individual traveler, or backpackers. I strongly believe that you all want to feel like you are welcome in this country, in this place, in this neighborhood, and this local touch.
Excellent. Thank you very much
Thank you, Development.
Thank you.
for
Thank
all
you.
the information. I wish you the best of success.
Thank you.
Thank you.